What's good with y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all are having a wonderful and blessed day. I know I ain't seen y'all in about a week. I caught the flu like right after Christmas and I'm still dealing with the symptoms. Today is the first day I'm feeling good enough to at least get over here and make some content for y'all. So I'm still staying in my room away from everybody, taking medicine. So I'll be using this time to try to get some content out. But that's neither here or there. Today we are reacting to the gentle parenting crisis. Some of y'all kids need to be tased or they need a belt to the eyelid, and I'm finna show y'all why. So leave a like before the video starts so it trends up in the algorithm. Let's watch how soft these parents are.
Leland!
He threw a hammer at the TV?
You're dead shit.
Oh my god!
Leland, do you know how grounded you are?
Grounded?
Grounded? Grounded? Nigga, if you came up in the house with my mama, your obituary would be so detailed. Your obituary would be so detailed and lengthy by the time my mama got done with you. Grounded? Oh, you would get thrown outside of the house. Lit by with one hand. Grounded.
That's all he's getting? I think Leland needs a little bit more than just the grounding.
You just busted a brand new TV!
Leland, the TV? Leland!
He's still
God,
hitting
you didn't
it.
take the freaking
Whoop him.
tag off yet!
No, Leanna, don't touch it.
There's two of them?
The
No, I
daughter.
got two busted TVs.
Get Leland.
Two?
Leland, give me the hammer. Give me the hammer.
Nah, they trolling. They trolling. This not real. They trolling.
Now somebody
They recording it. They trolling. This can't be real, right? They trolling.
hold me back, bro. Hold me back, bro. Hold me back, bro.
Give me that hammer. This is your hammer.
1 week, just 1 week with a black family. Not even a black family. Just a black auntie. And you'll see how Leland straightens right up. I mean, he's probably gonna turn into an upstanding citizen. You know, after seeing so many clips online that just had me straight out baffled, I think it's about time we address the topic of parenting. Specifically, gentle parenting versus harsh parenting. And it's not just gonna be strictly my opinion. Of course, we're gonna have some science-based facts and sprinkle some real psychology in there.
Let's
But
do it.
first, let's watch some clips of these kids who are obviously a byproduct of bad parenting. And just a heads up, we're starting off pretty strong because these first couple of kids are serial killers to be.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A murderer because I like killing. My brain tells me if I like killing or not. I like killing because when I first watched my grown-up killing show,
When I first watched my grown-up killing show. So whoever this kid's
Hey, y'all better watch him. In all seriousness, y'all better watch him. He might be one of those. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Book bag, walking to the building. Y'all better watch him. Better get him some therapy now. He gonna be on Channel 9, ABC News. I'm telling you, you better watch him.
parents are, they're not protecting him from the exposure to violence. And it's crazy because he literally calls it a grown-up killing show. So he knows he's not supposed to watch it. He's aware of the things that are meant for adults and the things that are meant for kids.
myself started to like killing, and then my brain started to like tell me what to do with killing in it. So
Okay.
I like murders and I like killing in my life. I'm gonna kill everybody in the world except for my family because they just didn't do anything to me. I just like killing.
So just any type of person, it doesn't matter. What about me?
Yeah.
Even me?
No, not even my teachers either.
Okay, because I'm the first person that you told this. Am I? Yeah?
If y'all don't, hey, somebody better watch him. Somebody better watch him. And she just sit here recording it, laughing. You're not gonna kill me though, right? This whole family need therapy. This whole family need to be, somebody need to come check on y'all. Y'all brains is,
So I just like killing.
So what are you going to be again when you grow up?
A murderer.
Okay.
Bye.
A couple years from now, they're gonna come out with a documentary. They're gonna be like, oh, he never showed any signs. He was always a nice, innocent kid. Briefly.
Yeah, Kings, you gotta chill though, but that's not cool.
Huh?
It's not cool to be bad.
It is cool. You know why?
Why?
Cause I'm just trying to be like my idol,
Who your idol?
King Von.
What the?
huh?
But King Von,
Hey,
he still did
what
something
happened?
good.
What happened? How did King Von end up?
But guess what? Quantarano ain't safe though.
Yeah, this new generation might officially be cooked.
Not Martin Luther King, not Obama, not Braun, not Curry. King Von? King Von.
He wants to be like his idol King Von. And honestly, I'm not surprised by that because the way that King Von is glorified in this generation is insane. People got so tired of rappers faking their gangster lifestyle in their raps that when an actual serial killer, yes, a serial killer, hopped on the scene and started rapping, everyone fell in love with him because he was being authentic. But that doesn't excuse the fact that he was a serial killer and probably a drug addict. How can you let your kid roam around in the streets with these type of aspirations, this type of mindset, and you just let it carry on? And the saddest part is, even though the guys in that clip were trying to give him guidance, there's definitely adults out there who will take advantage of that way of thinking and probably use that kid to commit crimes, or at least introduce him to a life of crime. And those last two clips really show you the importance of parenting, because whether you're a little sheltered white kid who grew up in the suburbs and gets to rock brands like Columbia, or you're a young black kid who grew up in and got exposed to street culture pretty early on, depending on the type of parenting you receive, you can turn out the same regardless of environment. But now that we've watched those clips, it's time to go over popular psychologist Dr. Diana Barman's 4 categories of parenting: authoritative, authoritarian, permissive, neglectful. Now right about now you're probably thinking, 4D, you just hit us with a bunch of words. What do they actually mean? So authoritative parenting is very engaged. The parent will set clear boundaries with clear explanations as to why those boundaries are set. They have high expectations and they foster an environment where the child can be independent. Now authoritarian parenting, on the other hand, is more strict, demanding. It's closer to like a power trip.
Okay.
Think of parents who tell you to do something without providing any explanation, even if it doesn't make any sense to you. The my way or the highway control freaks. These are the parents who control their kids' behavior through coercion. So using their position of power, using threats of punishment, not allowing room for dialogue and open communication, thus stifling independence. Now on the other side of the coin, we have permissive parenting. This form of parenting is very loving and warm, but has low demands. These type of parents will make their kids feel loved but not really provide a structured program. So very
That's when they
few
end up
rules
bad.
and guidelines, very little self-control. And then last and definitely least, neglectful parenting. This is when the parents are just completely uninvolved in their kids' lives. No structure, bare minimum supervision, no emotional support, disengaged, and honestly disinterested. These are the type of parents who are kind of just there. Now obviously I don't want to overload you guys with all these terms, but a simple way to think about it is gentle parenting versus harsh parenting. And when these two types of parenting styles are taken to an extreme or not executed properly, you usually end up with situations like these.
There's a happy medium, and I don't think people realize that there's a happy medium. You can be strict or have structure and still allow your kids to grow and give them room to come into themselves and become what they're supposed to become. But y'all just be letting y'all kids be bad. It's two totally different things with having structure and then being too strict. You can have structure. I grew up with structure. My parents, little by little, the older I got, they gave me more freedom. They allowed me to do stuff. But no mean no, yes mean yes, yes sir, no sir, no ma'am, yes ma'am. Those are the rules. You do what you ask to do. Y'all don't require nothing of your kids, then you wonder why little Ryan running up and down your house, painting on your walls, hitting your TV. Beat them every now and then. Don't call CPS on me.
My nigga ain't playing, nigga. Stop playing. Hey, nigga, what the fuck, nigga? Stop smoking weed in my store, nigga. Hit that again, bro. Show me where you from, nigga.
See, that right there would be a prime example of neglectful parenting, because that kid is basically being raised by the streets.
Whoa, what the hell are you doing?
That's what you get for putting me in timeout, bitch. I ain't cleaning this shit either.
Now that video was AI, but I
Yeah.
included it because it gave me a little chuckle, but trust me, there are parents who are definitely dealing with stuff like this and even worse. And I think one part that I haven't given enough
12-year-old
attention to
son
about
destroys her house because he took the phone. And that's another thing. I talked about this a few months ago. These phones, man. Y'all be giving y'all kids electronics too early. And y'all be letting the electronics raise them. And then they be bad because they ain't got no structure. He done tore the whole house up behind the phone. He wouldn't have to worry about a phone. I would take a phone cord and strangle him. And boy,
this whole topic is that these parents who don't properly parent their kids are ultimately doing them a huge disfavor. Because whether you take gentle parenting too far and your kids end up walking all over you, or you take harsh parenting too far and your kids end up being sneaky and doing things behind your back, both avenues lead to really negative outcomes. And I'm gonna give you just a few examples of this, starting with this kid. He was literally throwing rocks at his mom's car's windshield while his siblings were in the car. And after this video went viral, he got taken by DHS and ended up in foster care. And remember how I said bad parenting ultimately leads to the detriment of the kid? Well, this is him now.
Hi, Mom. I wanted to say I love you. Oh, I love you, Mom.
That's
you was right.
I feel bad for him, but it's a mixture of both. He bad, and the mama could have did more, because ain't no way he would. You see, that's why they got to get tore up when they're young. You got to instill the fear of God in them when they're young. Beat the skin off them 2 or 3 times. You ain't got to worry about that. Now, in some cases, some kids just bad. They just don't learn. They got to bump their head 30 million times before they straighten out. But if you get them while they're a toddler, you only got to spank them 2-3 times good. Tear them up. Skin them 2-3 times. They ain't throwing no rocks at your whip.
That's the only family I got. You know, you've been the only one that's been there for me. You told the kids and me I said I love them. You kept telling me to stop and I did it. You kept telling me and I didn't listen. You might not hear from me no more. I just wanted to let you know I love you.
The kid's foster parent literally ended up abusing him. And the crazier part is his mom ended up starting a GoFundMe so she could afford to get legal help to get him back from foster care. But this whole situation could have been avoided with better parenting. Literally. And look, I'm not trying to sound insensitive because I know parenting is hard and a lot of people don't have the time and resources to properly parent how they would like to. But at the same time, don't take on a responsibility you're not ready for. This world already has enough weird, sick people. And a lot of times these people's issues start from unresolved childhood trauma, which often stems from bad parenting. And I mean, you don't even have to take my word for it. We already have a recent example in Nick Reiner.
By the time Nick Reiner was born in 1993, his parents were already among the Hollywood elites. Nick was the middle child, but by his own admission, grew up feeling like the bond between himself and his father was much weaker than the bonds between his father and his siblings. Despite being brought up in a luxurious childhood that many of us only dreamt of, Nick Reiner first got sent to drug rehab at just the age of 15.
Dang.
Between then and the age of 19, while most kids his age were navigating through high school, Nick would be in and out of rehab an additional 17 or 18 times.
Dang.
In later interviews, Nick said that his parents chose to exercise tough love when Nick was at the peak of his addiction.
And just to sum up his story, he spends the majority of his life battling addiction, and then at some point he arrives at a breaking point where he murders both of his parents. Nick Reiner and other people who have studied his life after this tragic incident both admit that his childhood had a lot to do with why he committed such a heinous crime. And look, my goal with this video is to simply inform. I'm not trying to act like I cracked the code to parenting. Parenting doesn't come with a manual. It's not one size fits all. Every kid is different. Some kids have challenging temperaments that don't respond to gentle techniques. Other kids, you can give them instructions once or twice and they'll do it with no problem. I think the first and biggest step is actually wanting to be a good parent. And then from there, it's really about figuring out the right balance of gentle and harsh parenting that works for your kid.
Stop. Hey,
True.
Okay, first off, this video is AI, so don't come for me in my comments. But I'm going to tell you what to do anyway. If you're new here, I'm the Indomitable Black Man. I have over a decade of professional childcare experience working in schools, working in homes, and working in the community. I'm a former middle school teacher at a Title I school, special education. I'm a former registered behavioral technician, and now I'm a parent coach. First thing you want to do in a situation like this is stop recording. Second thing you want to do is stay calm. Third thing you want to do is remove them from things that are breakable, like a TV or toys or glasses. If there's around something that could break, remove them from it. It's okay. Take something from their hand. It's okay. They're small. Gently but firmly usher them into a room of the house that doesn't have anything that they can break. 4, if you have been working with your child in self-regulation or co-regulation and y'all have been practicing it, prompt them to use those tools and skills. However, if you have not been practicing that, now is not the time to teach it. However, when they do calm down, then you want to start teaching that self-regulation and co-regulation with them.
But with that being said, if you made it this far, I appreciate you for watching. Go ahead and
For
like,
sure, my
comment,
boy. Good video. I agree with everything he said, and the main thing I want y'all to take from this, or what I took from it, is if you, number one, if you're not ready to discipline or be there for your kids in a way that will help raise them the best way possible, don't have kids yet. You got to plan properly for that. Plan properly. Make sure you're ready before you bring a life into this world, because they didn't ask to be here. And second, whoop your kids. Whoop them. Discipline them early. You know what I'm saying? You gotta instill that in them early, and not just talking about physical, like just be there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're enforcing some type of structure. Kids need to know that you can't do anything in life without structure, whether you're a child or an adult. The world has structure and the world has rules that you must abide by as a citizen. You got to teach them that early. You do that, and then whatever they do after that is on them. But at least you did your part as a parent. So like and subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment too. I'm gonna try to push through this flu. Ooh, I'm rhyming. I'm gonna see it.
Poppin' tag, YSL,
Tell you, boy, they just need to be tased every now and then. It ain't difficult. Just tase them.